The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish now. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up their octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions, daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top is missing, the opposition ain't. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all.
Coach, a very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the Minnesota Vikings. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Here we go, tonight. 20. Tell you what.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football, overtime, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're open to do it consistently here. Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, there'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Orange.
On 1st and 10, Goff. He gets it to Cooks. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. Goff, a quick throw complete to Cooks. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Goff going to hand it to Gurley. But a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Value 3, value 3.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for L.A. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs. It gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Check 41. Quit talking about it and bring it.
They'll run on first down. Akers. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll try the air now with Goff. And that's complete to Cooks. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there, a 22.
Cut. 180.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
49. Check 2.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
Todd Gurley standing by his lonesome in the backfield here. 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Rams 7, Vikings nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
15, Ronnie. 15 line. Leo! Hit it.
On first down, Holloway. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Go.
Now a handoff here to his running back.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh. I'm here all day. Check three. Right. Watch twist. Yeah.
3rd and short yardage, Rivers. And that is incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Taking it about the 16. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Tight ends left.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Black 20. We're good. Back to you. 41 Mike, right here. 41 Mike. We own it. Hey, I-7. 41 to Mike. Check. Watch the curl. Hey, 41's Mike.
Back to throw. Gone. And that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
This is Harris. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle.
He's got a convoy and he might be gone. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. 87 yards as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Come on, man. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Going out. Ball.
Stay in the situation. Let's go. 41 Mike. 41 Mike.
On 2nd and 9, Goff. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. Goff finding Cooks on a big play. 43 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On 1st down, it's Gurley. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
At the 33-yard line.
Come on. 180.
You might be getting tired of seeing me.
Hold on. Check. 11.
On 2nd and 12, Goff. And his throw is incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it's 3rd down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Throwing on 3rd, Goff. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Now, I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Yeah.
On 2nd down now, it's Holloway. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Keep playing hard, fellas, all day.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. But he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on 3rd down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on 3rd downs all year long.
Let's go. 70, Indy. Yo, faster.
Off the screen. Check 52.
Get it.
And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Here's Rivers, escapes the sack. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now from back at the 5, this is 3rd and goal.
Come.
They'll try the left side. Holloway. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal. So on 4th down here, Mike Tomlin says, let's just get 3. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So on fourth down here, Mike Tomlin says, let's just get 3. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, able to avoid it. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
Oh, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there. Really
good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
We go,
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
It's second and 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, keep it up, keep it up. Alert flow, alert flow, alert flow. Check. Watch the eye. Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush. Kill. Turn it up. Kill. Turn it up. Shift. Check. Joker. Rush in.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Five.
Now Goff on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety and being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Now Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Danielle Hunter, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked.
And got his man complete. Side of midfield before going out of bounds. 33 yards that time. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
Well, it certainly appears that the big guys up front have taken charge of the line of scrimmage. 2 really nice plays back-to-back. But on the defensive side of the ball, there shouldn't be any despair. Okay, they've got us a couple of times here. Hang in there, keep your composure, and try and figure it out for the next play.
That's good for 28 yards. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
We got 3, fellas. Orbit.
To throw is gone. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It'll be a 1st down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18.
And the Rams 1st down.
He goes tonight. 120. Super.
Watch the slack. Watch the slack. Watch the slack.
Smooth.
It's coming. 41 to Mike.
From the red zone now, Goff. He finds Hopkins complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Vikings' 22-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Here I come. Here I come.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Watch out, watch out.
Maverick.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
3rd down.
We go tonight. 180.
All day, just like that. Just like that.
12.
Goff now looking to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where, in order to make that big move,
and nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. Aaron Donald, he has now done it. That is career sack number 201. He has the all-time NFL record, surpassing the previous mark set by Hall of Famer Bruce Smith. To try again after the sack. Rivers, he'll find Hall. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw, Rivers. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47, and they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
At the
So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, fourth quarter.
Here we go, tonight. 180. Check 41. Hey, kill.
Now Gurley. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of 2 there, second down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one going the wrong direction. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. And they have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interception.
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Here's Goff. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 25-yard line. Goff now perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Goff, he's going to dump it off to Gurley. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. On 2nd down, Akers. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Akers. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
And shutting him off, now open field. How did he stay on his feet? Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. With touchdown number 3 here in this game and 17 now on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 37-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Strong right.
They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. He gets it to Gurley, complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
2 for 1. 2 for 1. Topper.
Now Goff. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
Ric Flair. Hey, Zoo. Let's go, baby. Mike 9. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
A play fake to Gurley. Now Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter, a milestone sack for him as it moves him past Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor, who finished his career with 132.5. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Goff. And Cooks has it over the middle. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. One last throw here for Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.